We open our pregame show with one of the songs from our band night. Originally on TV from 1968 to 1980, this show is now back on. Here is the theme from Hawaii Five-0.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, played by our Winton Woods Marching Band, conducted by band director Miss Danny Ashbrook, and then remain standing for our alma mater, conducted by our assistant director, Mr. Mike Schultz. Stay standing, it's time for the fight song.
a beautiful Saturday night for some OHSA Week 7 football action. It is the Rockbridge Bruins out of Columbia, Missouri, taking on the Forest Park, Ohio, Winton Woods Warriors. Don Palmer and Jacob Williams, your old friends with you here from Charlie Frederick Stadium. And, you know, Winton Woods being an independent team, also Rockbridge being an independent team in Missouri. Both teams looking for teams to play, found each other.
Yep, and it's up to the clock on the scoreboard up there to find out if it's going to be a match made in heaven or not. But first of all, JP, I want to thank the Bruins and their nation for coming in from the Show Me State to provide the competition for the Warriors tonight. And it's a chance to prove who they are against good, stiff competition.
Rockbridge, 6A, Class 6A, that's the highest class. It's the biggest school. They'd be Division I if they were in Ohio. We were talking to Coach A.J. Ofodole before the game. He's got an NFL background, so he knows the game of football. But talking about the challenges his team faces. His team plays some of the toughest teams, not just in Missouri, but around the country.
Oh, that's right. And Coach Ofodole explained the situation very similar to what Coach Parker has to endure, where it's tough to find people to play them. A lot of teams don't want to play them. They play tough ball. As we see the Winton Woods Warriors taking the field. And Coach Ofodole, he's in his 12th year now at the helm over there. And he has good technique. He tells his players they love to compete, and they operate with the growth mindset to teach. And you can't lose sight of the number one reason kids play, and that is to have fun.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Preach it, brother. I'd like to take a moment to mention our referee crew for tonight's game, as we always like to do before kickoff. It's one of Jacob's superstitions. Best of luck to them tonight. Referee is Jeff Kucher. Umpire is Mark Dardisto. Linesman is Doug Dukes. Line judge Tom Fehrenbach. Back judge Don Davis. It is the 11th day of October 2014. We're glad you're with us here on Waycross Community Media. Butch Colbreth, Callis Johnson on cameras. Tony Suarez, the man with grand plan, in the truck. Light crowd, sparse crowd. Maybe it'll build in as we get a little later in the evening. Actually traveling fairly decent crowd, it looks like, for Rockbridge on the far side. Not as many as you'd see from maybe a neighboring school here in Winton Woods, but Winton Woods, being independent, facing a lot of the same challenge as Rockbridge is with getting opponents.
That's right. You know, and of course, Winton Woods may be ending up going to visit Rockbridge in the 15 campaign. Right now here for the 14 campaign, we see that the Warriors they're going to have to come in here and put some of the past few weeks' history in the rearview mirror as they look to work their way to the playoffs, promised land of the 14 campaign, JP.
Yes, sir. Before the game, coin toss as usual. Winton Woods 1, deferred. They will guard the south end zone to start. So they deferred. Rockbridge will receive to start this game. They will be defending the north end zone. That is your camera left is the north end zone as you look at your screen. Again, week 7, Winton Woods having an open date in week 4. And they are just on the backside of the tournament time. If they can manage to win out, they've got big games coming. Week 9 against the LaSalle Lancers.
Well, you know, playing LaSalle Lancers is going to be interesting. Winton Woods Warriors know that they still have it in their control to, control their destiny. They can still get in these playoffs, and once you get in the playoffs, it doesn't matter where you're seated. We just want to have a good game tonight. Of course, we know that this is the time of the year when Bruins go into hibernation, and the Warriors will need to see to it that they do just that.
Max Chinda's kick. Malik Gleason and Alex Ofodole back in the backfield to return it. Looks like it was Ofodole with it. He'll bring it out to about the 25-yard line. So Rockbridge will start out with the ball on their own 25, Jacob.
Well, Ofodole, nice return, and we see the Warriors special teams right down there on the stop. So their defense will take the field here to get this thing kicked off here.
Quarterback for Rockbridge, number 12, Logan Tweehouse. He has connected quite a lot with Ofodole. Tweehouse takes it. He'll keep it up the middle. He's got room. He'll pick up about 7 yards on that carry.
Twee House, decisive cut up the middle, stopped by number 6, Jerome Rowland. And it looks like a pickup of about 7 yards on the play. So we'll call it 2nd and 3.
Yep, 2nd and 3 with 11:34 and counting left. Twee House coming in this game with 55 carries for 260 yards, 59%. Let's call it 60% on passing. Twee House gives to number 1, Nick Collins. Collins has room on the left side, but is taken down in the backfield for a hefty loss.
Number 34 in there on his stop, Quamaine Watson, 6 foot, 230-pound junior for the Warriors out there.
So as the clock ticks to under 11 minutes left in the first, 3rd and 10 on the 25. So back to where they started with the first down. With Twee House, he has number 7, excuse me, Taden Lingstad to his right. He's got a pair to his left. Twee House setting up in shotgun.
Back pass.
Back to pass. Airs it out. Falls incomplete. Intended receiver, number 4, Afodele.
Looked like the Warriors had all kind of hats in the vicinity of Mr. Afodele, which they will need to do. Afodele, this time next year, will be out there patrolling for the Oregon Ducks, I believe.
Yes, sir. Kenny Mabry back to receive this punt for Winton Woods. If he can feel it, that would be great field position for Winton Woods. The Winton Woods defense holding Rockbridge to a 3-and-out here early. Punts to be handled by Logan Twee House tonight. Kick is up, almost blocked. Mabry signals fair catch. He'll pick it up at the 44-yard line. So Winton Woods takes over on the Rockbridge 45.
Okay, so Winton Woods, we got officials blowing whistles out here. There's going to be a delay in what's going on. Chain gang uncertain as to where to set up. They're moving back now to their original position.
Yeah, flag at the line of scrimmage. It's on Rockbridge. It's a legal shift called on Rockbridge. That'll be a 5-yarder.
So they'll tee it up once more, and hopefully Winton Woods can get better field position out of this re-kick.
So that'll be 4th and 15. Should be 15 from the 20-yard line. The down marker finally moving to that position. So again, Mabry now standing on the midfield line. Kick is up from Twee House. Mabry looks to field it. He catches it in Rockbridge territory, marking it about the 41-yard line, Jacob.
Nice catch by Mabry in traffic. Heavy traffic there. He pulls it in, and Warriors will set up shop. Good position here. Looks like on the, 43-yard line of the Bruins. 43-yard line of the Bruins.
So Winton Woods, Sean Steele, quarterback for Winton Woods in his senior year. He has number 23, Lorenzo Gist, lined up alongside him. He'll hand to Christian Lumpkin. Lumpkin tries to come to the left. He cuts. He's got about 4 or 5 yards on that before being chased out of bounds inside the 40.
Lumpkin trying to make good hay on that first play from scrimmage for the Warriors, but looks to me so far like these Bruins got speed to get to the edge.
10:09 clock is paused with the out-of-bounds carry. Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. Steele will form up in the pistol.
Lorenzo Gist back there with him.
Yep. He gives to Gist. Gist up the middle, flags on the play. That'll be a legal procedure on Winton Woods. Back him up 5 yards.
Well, there's that first penalty. Got that out of their system. JP at 10:07 left to go in the first quarter.
Coming into this game, Winton Woods averaging 136 penalty yards per game.
Well, as long as they can dent that scoreboard, you know, they got to face the rest of the season this year.
Yep.
Regardless.
Trips right. Steele looks to pass. He connects with number 10, Lionel McConnell.
Fumble.
McConnell
wow.
loses the ball. Ball is hot. Looks like Rockbridge is signaling that they fell on it, and referee is signaling such.
Rockbridge coming up with that early turnover against the Warriors, and like we discussed sometimes, JP, I can tolerate the penalties, but we can't have these turnovers. So we'll see what the Warrior defense can come up with to try to shut the door on Tweehouse. Tweehouse, he's got 16 touchdown passes.
Winwood's 12th turnover of the season. Tweehouse back, fakes the pass. Give was to number 1, Nick Collins. He'll be taken down for no gain.
Nick Collins, I believe he's the leading rusher for the Bruins.
So 2nd and 10, ball spotted on the Rockbridge 41 with 9.5 left in the first. Tweehouse setting up under center. Actually, no, he will step back into a pistol formation. He's got Collins in the tailback slot behind him. One on each side. Tweehouse drops back, airs it out, falls short. Intended receiver, number 4, Afodele.
Of course, he's going to be looking to Afodele quite a bit tonight. And it's up to the Warrior defense to make sure they keep hats near his hat.
Rockbridge calling their first timeout of the half with 9:09 left in the first. Out of the timeout, they'll be facing 3rd and 10 from their own 41.
You know, I had a pleasure talking to a few people from Rockbridge on my way in. And, you know, being a former truck driver, I used to go through that way a lot in my freight hauling days. And I asked them how was the trip, and they had the usual remorses, construction. And I asked them how things were going at Effingham, Illinois, one of my favorite places to get a cup of coffee, if you will. And they told me they had pizza at Effingham. And I said, is that all you left Effingham with was pizza? And they laughed. But, you know, the dad of number 55 on the offensive line of the Bruins I spoke to, and number 55 would be Drew Fugere.
Carson Ringdahl and Afodele lining up in wide receiver slots. Tweehouse has got number 9 in the backfield, Hayden Johnson, with him. Nick Collins lined up in a bit of a wide receiver area as well.
Okay, so they're doing that deal. Timeout called by the Bruins.
Flag on the play. Oh, nope. So looks like they'll get a timeout before. Back judge did throw a flag, but obviously that was after the timeout called. So 2 in a row. And in a game where it might be close like this, Jacob, you may not want to use all your timeouts early.
That's true, but in this case, they'd rather go for the timeout than the penalty. 3rd and 10, you don't need to make it 3rd and more than that. Because this Tweehouse, with his ability to throw that ball, they probably have every bit of the belief that they could pick up this 10 yards.
So 9:09 stuck on the clock right now. Still scoreless here in the first quarter at Charlie Frederick Stadium. Here with Jacob Williams and Jonathan Palmer here on Waycross Community Media. Collins and Ringdahl out to Tweehouse's right. He's got a pair to his left. Tweehouse back to pass. Looks, finds number 9, Hayden Johnson. Johnson picks up a few yards, about half the distance to the first down. So it'll be 4th and 5.
Nice play by the Warrior defense. Number 34, Quamaine Watson, slashes in there right around that blocker, makes a stop. So Bruins will have to, well, looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down at this point.
Winwoods will have great field position if they can get a stop here. Rockbridge looking like they're trying to test the Winwoods defense here.
They're trying to make them jump offside. No, they're going to actually
Collins drops back. He'll air it out. Ball falls into the hands of number 7, Tayden Lingstad, and he will be right around the first down marker.
It's called the
and
first
they'll give
down.
it to him. So with 8:20 left, Rockbridge getting their first down of the game.
Tweehouse, he's not a physically big guy, but he looks like he's got a strong arm.
Tweehouse, senior quarterback, 6 foot, 200 pounds. Tweehouse Keeps
Takes
it.
the
Has
give.
room on the right. He has got one to beat. Chasing his number 2, Chaz Lumpkin.
Brought down by
Ringdall
number
brought
18.
down by number 18, Kenny Mabry.
Kenny Mayberry saved disaster on that play for the Warriors. A couple good blocks. Tweehouse got up there at the line of scrimmage and makes good use of his feet on that play.
Tweehouse getting Rockbridge inside the Wintonwood's 30-yard line. Ball spotted on the 29 with 7:50 and counting.
So they'll probably be running on this play.
Tweehouse gives to number 1, Nick Collins. Collins has room, cuts to the right, and he'll be brought down inside the red zone of Winton Woods. First down at the 16-yard line.
Well, JP, you know, when we was talking to Coach Afodele before the game, he indicated where they come out and there's 5 men in the box, they'll run. If there's 7 in the box, they'll throw. And they 5 in the box, they ran there.
Yep. So 7:38 left, 1st and 10 on the 18 for Rockbridge. 4 to the left, 1 on the near side. Looks like could have a pass here. Tweehouse keeps it. He'll get stopped, but gain about 5 yards on that carry, bring him down to about the 11-yard line.
Ron Cage in on his stop, along with number 81 there, Alex Parker.
Clock ticks under 7:20 left in the first quarter here. Scoreless so far. Rockbridge charging towards the Winton Woods end zone.
That's right. Rockbridge is methodically running up and down this field right now.
Tweehouse in the pistol, Collins in the halfback. Tweehouse airs it out. Under coverage. Intercepted by number 24. That is Keon Dangerfield. Dangerfield on his feet. He has room, one more to beat. He's got the, well, we'll have a play down.
Probably going to go back, but
Perhaps a block in the back here.
I don't think it had anything to do with the block. It probably had to do with the pass coverage.
Oh, yeah, I think the flag is in the end zone. I thought it was towards the middle of the field. That was one of the field markings. So it could be pass interference. They're bringing it all the way back.
So here they come, marching it back. It's 2 big penalties now on the Warriors.
Waiting for the signal from Jeff Kuchar. Pass interference on Winton Woods.
Yeah, and it was there.
I think that was Christian Lumpkin on the coverage there.
We'll see the replay on this. He's throwing this up. Can't tell who that was on the coverage, but we see now.
Half the distance to the goal.
Alex Afodele out there one-on-one, and it's no secret this guy's got 10 touchdown grabs and 6:42 left to go in the first quarter.
Tweehouse gives to Collins. Collins has room. He's taken down just inside the 2-yard line.
Collins, he's a good-looking back. He hits the hole, low shoulder pad level. Bad intentions going through there. So nice tackle by number 34, Cormaine Watson for the Warriors on that.
2nd and goal on the 2, up the middle, and that'll be a Rockbridge touchdown.
Touchdown.
By number 9, Hayden Johnson. So Hayden Johnson getting another touchdown to his credit on the rush. That will be his 2nd of the season.
6:13 left to go in the first quarter, and the visiting Bruins come in here and dent the scoreboard. And see what the Warriors can do about putting a stop to this PAT. And the kick is good.
So kick good. Up 7-0 with 6:13 left in the first quarter of play here. Rockbridge coming and giving Winton Woods a little bit of a show so far.
Well, it's like, you know, we talked to Coach Afodele before the game, and he indicated he doesn't have any intentions to ride here and just, you know, hand these guys their head. So that's what you want. You want to bring somebody in here that's going to play you tough, because they need a good tune-up for the competition that they're going to face the rest of the season around here.
Second to last game of the regular season for Rockbridge. Winton Woods having 3 more left. Next week, they'll be at the Pit with Elder. October 24th, they'll be hosting the LaSalle Lancers in a big game. And their season finale against Bishop Watterson here at Charlie Frederick Stadium.
Yeah, but I don't know too much about Bishop Watterson this year, but we know in years past, Bishop Watterson always presented big game. So here we go, the Bruins special teams ready to kick this thing off.
David Long back to receive. The kick from Rockbridge, number 28, Bo Blumenkamp.
So Bo steps back and getting ready to loosen up his toe.
David Long recently committing to University of West Virginia. Pass is caught in the mid area. Number.
It's like Long caught that. Takes it up there.
Yep, that was David Long, I believe.
Let's set up shop on their own, 38-yard line?
All spotted on the 38, it does look like. Or 37.
37. So you say David Long's committed to West Virginia, huh?
Yeah, I just heard that the other day. So 3 Winton Woods players, seniors already committed. Got Noah Listerman to Michigan State, George Brown to Florida, and now David Long. So Sean Steele in the pistol.
Pulls down the high
on the
snap.
right-hand side. With it, he'll take it down, pick up about 4 yards to the 41-yard line.
Nice pickup for Steele on that, considering his high snap. And we see where number 4, Marcus Davis, checks into the game on offense for the Warriors.
5:40 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 5 on the 42-yard line for Winton Woods. Steele takes it, he'll keep it. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain after contact.
Number 9 in on the stop, Hayden Johnson, 6'3", 245-pound junior. We got a 3rd and 5.
Terrence Smith and Lionel McConnell lining up on the left side of the formation. Steele in the pistol. High snap, he keeps it up the middle, into the line. He will be about 2 yards shy of the first down, put him at the 45-yard line.
Well, he went and picked up a couple yards, and then out of nowhere, he hit a wall. Looks like he kind of bounced a little bit. He was responsible for that.
Hands team coming onto the field. Winton Woods looking to punt away.
Just big Bruin bodies in general over there, holding up the deal for Mr. Steele.
So David Long to punt. And looks like a Fodele back to receive.
Warriors special team up. All right, so
and
it's
flags on the play.
Let's see if it's going to go against the Bruins.
Referees discussing what they saw. Flags from each end of the, each side of the field. False start on Winton Woods, so it'll back him up 5.
Oh, so these penalties are showing up big time now, Winton Woods. They're going to have to come up with a way to overcome this.
So Long will be standing on about the 28-yard line in Winton Woods territory for this punt. 4:24 left. Clock will start on the snap. And we have a jumper on the Rockbridge line. That was number
8.
82, it looked like, I believe.
Yeah, number 8 to jump.
Yeah, or 92, big guy.
Okay. We don't show him on the roster.
Actually, the penalty
It's
went
going
against
the Warriors
Woods.
once again.
Maybe something happened. The biggest thing I saw was number 82 for Rockbridge, but something may have happened before that. So Long now inside the Winton Woods 25 for this punt.
If they keep this up, the guy won't have to do much to return this.
Nope. Long gets the punt off. It's a pretty good one. Afodele will field it on a hop. No, he will let it hop. Takes the Winton Woods bounce, and they will let it roll inside the Rockbridge 20. Marked down at the 19-yard line. Rockbridge will hold Winton Woods to a 3-and-out and start 1st and 10 on their own 19.
All in all, that turned out a lot better than it could have. It could have been a lot worse. They're going to set up shop on their 19-yard line, and it's possible the Warriors defense can rise up here, make a play.
Winton Woods defense been spending a lot of time out on the field in this first quarter. 4:10 remaining in the period. Tweehouse is back, showing a pass formation. Tweehouse will actually keep it. Cuts up the middle. He is wrapped up right past the line of scrimmage. Looks like we'll give that to number 11, David Sparks.
David Sparks on the stop. Tweehouse looking to run, and the more he runs, the more he loosens up this Warrior defense, because we know he can throw.
One thing Winton Woods will do is punish you if you take too long in the backfield, won't they?
Oh, yeah.
Tweehouse keeps it. He'll give to Collins. Collins has room. He cuts right. He's got some room. He'll run out of bounds just outside the 30-yard line.
Let me see. Number 3 that was on the carry, Malik Gleason.
Oh, okay. My apologies, Malik Gleason.
So it's good that they have fresh legs. Malik Gleason looks like he does a good job of bringing fresh legs into the equation here. Could hear the Warrior coaching staff imploring their defense. Let's go here.
Treehouse looks back. He'll pass.
Tipped.
Complete to Alex Afodele. He'll get the first down and a couple more to about the 42-yard line.
It looks like that ball was even tipped in the full leg. Yeah, had good concentration. And number 24, number 1 for the Warriors, Christian Lumpkin, Keon Dangerfield on the stop.
3:20 left. Rockbridge with the ball up 7-zip. 1st and 10 for them on their own 42-yard line. Tweehouse looking like another pass formation again. Drops back. He'll pass it out, and it will be underthrown just a bit. Intended receiver looks to be number 3 or 4. Can't quite tell the number as yet. It was number 3, Malik Gleason.
It's like Malik Gleason, according to these stats, he does get his share in on the act. So here's Tweehouse. Whispered something to Gleason.
Yep, he will give to Gleason. Gleason does a quick turn. He'll lose about possibly a half a yard on that.
Okay, so that'll bring it to 3rd down. This is where the Warriors defense has to get themselves off the field. On this down, looks like Tweehouse is going to be doing this sugar huddle type of deal. Not allowing the Warriors to substitute. But the caliber of defenders they got out there, somebody's always able to do what they need to happen.
Yep, and we have a timeout, looks like, called by Winton Woods with 2:28 left in the first period. It's their first charge timeout.
So far, we looks like the Bruins come in here, giving a good account of themselves. And I'm sure they're not looking for moral victories. They're looking for the W when it's all said and done. I haven't seen the Warriors much since the first game of the season. I was at practice one day this week. But you can't necessarily go by what you see in practice, you know.
Absolutely not. And the teams obviously may have shared a little bit of film with each other. I know Rockbridge got to see film of the Winton Woods Mason game. But, you know, you can't necessarily tell much by film if you don't necessarily know the metrics of those two teams.
And that's what Coach Afodele indicated to us in our conversation. Very well, you know, coach was gracious, spent good time with us.
Spent an hour on the phone with him yesterday. Quite impressed with his openness. Treehouse finds Afodele. Afodele has some room to run, but only about 4 yards. Gets a couple more yards after contact, though.
Yeah, Foley running out of a couple of arm tackles there, and he's hard to bring down. Look at that. You know, that tackle he run out of, who was that? That looked like David Law's tackle he ran out of.
So 4th and 6 with 2 minutes remaining in the first. On their own 46-yard line. Chance for a big first down or a big stop for Winton Woods. Treehouse drops back.
He's going to end up running.
Under pressure, beats a block, but he'll run out of bounds short of the first down. So Winton Woods will take over on downs inside Rockbridge territory, if not just.
Christian Lumpkin putting the wood to him on that. I think Treehouse wanted to run this from the very start.
Yep.
I mean, it's rare that you see a quarterback with his throwing ability who still wants to run the football when needed.
So the Winton Woods offense gets another chance to show what they've got. Rockbridge defense fairly well rested. Sean Steele in pistol. Lined up on the far hash. He will keep it, run up the middle, ball loose on the field or on the ground, and Rockbridge maybe indicating that they've got it. Awaiting official indication.
You know,
and a flag coming in here late.
Oh my goodness. You know, I know the Warriors offense, Coach Wilson refers to his offense as hot grease. Well, how are you going to keep grease hot on a cool night like this?
Personal foul on Winton Woods. Personal foul on Rockbridge, so offsetting penalties. Looks like Winton Woods keeping the rock, though. A yard or 2 loss on that play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 12, it should.
.128 left to go in the quarter.
Marcus Davis in the fullback. Steele under center. Steele Steele keeps it. He tries to cut the corner. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So it looks like on offense, the Warriors haven't established their identity for tonight's game. I realize I haven't seen him in a few weeks, but I thought number 4, Mr. Marcus Davis, was going to get this ball in that situation.
Under a minute left in the quarter. It is 3rd and 10. Ball right on the midfield line. Steele back in the pistol. Steele takes it, looks back, pass. It is complete. No, incomplete. Intended receiver number 10, Lionel McConnell.
Yeah, right through the arms. He had mustard, a little bit of smoke on that ball coming out of there.
So once again, David Long coming out to punt. And Afodele, Alex Afodele, back to receive. Winton Woods offense, do you think they may be struggling because they're trying a new offensive scheme this season? Do you think maybe they're struggling to get used to it still?
I don't see, to me, it looks like they want to change the cast of characters' roles in this game. Steele at ball, go ahead, JP.
Bit of a low kick, but it takes a big Winton Woods roll inside the 10 to the 9 to the 8, and looks like they'll pick it up at the 8-yard line. So Rockbridge pinned deep in their territory. Good chance for Winton Woods defensive stop, but Rockbridge offense still has a chance to get a big bust.
You know, they, you know, since we've seen them last, I see where they have Lorenzo Gist getting a lot of carries. I don't know, Marcus Davis is not getting the carries that he was getting earlier this season.
So Treehouse sets up right on the goal line. Taken down for a loss in the backfield is number 1, Nick Collins.
Number 21, Devon Booker, 6'2", 190-pound senior on that stop. Nice smash mouth tackle there.
So it looks like they'll let clock time expire here with 6 seconds left. And they get the snap off just in time. Tweehouse running in the end zone, airs it out. It will fall incomplete, so chucks it away. So it'll be 3rd and 11 coming up after the first quarter break. After one period of action, Rockbridge Bruins lead the Winton Woods Warriors 7-0. What are your impressions of both squads so far this game, Jacob?
Well, I'm impressed. On paper, I could see where the Rockbridge Bruins have people who can do things, quite a few of them. And the Winton Woods Warriors, it looks like these penalties, these usual penalties, it's cost them a touchdown so far. It may be up to someone on defense to give them the initial spark to get themselves going. But I don't count my Warriors out in the first quarter.
I'd like to give some thoughts to Logan Day, who suffered a severe neck injury last week in the Bishop Chittard game. Did you hear about that, Jacob? So he's done for the season, 6 to 9 months. So our thoughts with Mr. Day for Winton Woods. He is very desiring to get back to the gridiron next season. Day being he is a sophomore, so he definitely has 2 seasons left. You never want to see anyone with a season ending, let alone any injury.
No, we sure don't. And we know they have good medical staff.
So, 12 minutes until the halftime break. 3rd and 12, ball on the Rockbridge 5-yard line. Tweehouse lined up inside his own end zone. Winton Woods defense can swarm a quarterback who has a moment of hesitation, and if we haven't really seen this, will only be the second or so play that we've seen.
Flag down.
Flag down could be a delay of game.
Yeah, see, this is where somebody on defense needs to come in here and try to make that super play. Give them the spark they need.
So half the distance to the goal. Ball on the 2 or 3 yard line, 2.5 we'll call it.
They could use a nice scoop and score, JP. That's how you see into their scoring.
They had one of those last year in the Elder game, remember. Tweehouse under some pressure. He's got room, but he's taken out still in the backfield for about a half-yard loss.
David Long puts the hammer to him. See, that's what they're going to have to do to Tweehouse, is to take some of that frisky out of him, and that one will help.
Remember back to that Elder game last year, Jacob. It was a punt, I believe, that Winton scored the touchdown on a bad snap. Might have been something similar layout. Anyway, number 12 looks like for Rockbridge, Logan Tweehouse to punt. And Woods back to receive. That is number 18,
That's
Kenny
going to take a
Mabry.
nice bounce for the Bruins.
Yep.
Look at this.
Still good field position for Winton Woods inside the Rockbridge 40-yard line. Spotted at the Bruins 38-yard line. Winton Woods inside Rockbridge territory. See what they can do.
Yeah, this is where the Warriors, 11:09 left to go in the first half. It's where they're going to have to open up on offense, get these chains moving, get this Bruin defense more things to think about than just steal on quarterback keepers.
So 11:09 left in the second period of play. Steele keeps it, has room on the left. He'll pick up maybe a quarter of a yard. Essentially stop for no gain.
Some of these defenders, Rockbridge defenders, they're stout in there. They're not, they kind of got the sense that they're only looking for one thing now.
10:40 left, 2nd and 9, so a yard pickup given to Winton Woods.
Here's Marcus
Give
Davis.
it to Davis. Davis has room. He'll pick up about 2 more yards on that. Brought down to the 36-yard line.
You know, we don't have any defensive stats on these guys, but evidently somebody on defense knows how to use their muscle, because they are really giving the Warriors competition about moving that ball.
Yep. 10-10 left. 3rd and 8 from the 36-yard line for Winton Woods. Steele in the pistol. Davis lined up and flags on the play.
Like number 5 jumped. That's Trey Williams. No relation.
Duly noted. Clock stops with 9:59 left in the second. Woods will get 5 yards on that. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 31-yard line.
So this is the best chance the Warriors had of making a first down in a while. So let's see what they come up with here.
Steele gives to Davis. Davis has room, cuts right. He has a hole. He's loose. Marcus Davis takes it to the house. Winton Woods, touchdown.
MD, MO, TD. Touchdown Marcus Davis and the Warriors. 9:41 left to go in the half.
That is a 21-yard jet into the end zone. Look at this cut from Marcus Davis, Jacob.
Nice cut. To Steele's credit, he go ahead and leaves the ball in Davis's gut on that one, and no one's going to catch him once he breaks into the second level. So we'll see about this PAT.
Yep. Kick is up, and it will be good. So Winton Woods equalizing Rockbridge now with 9:41 left. Set up by the Marcus Davis 31-yard touchdown carry.
Max Shinda on the PAT for the Warriors. Hopefully there'll be more need for him to do that before the evening's over.
Halftime in both locker rooms will be quite interesting, I'm sure.
Well, we got to see what it ends up being at halftime. We still got 9 minutes to go here. And something tells me that the Bruins are not just going to lay down just because the Warriors scored there. But this way the Warriors have gotten themselves onto the scoreboard.
Which is half of the battle. Once again, Malik Gleason and Alex Afodele back to receive. The kick by number 45, Max Chinda.
We see a lot of life in the Warrior band
And we have a flag. Offside on Winton Woods. So there'll be a 5-yard backup and a re-kick.
Nice throw by the young man there. Who's that, number 3? Malik Gleason.
Take a look at this. Yeah, it looks like some offside on the very top side. It looks like the third from top. So, and also one thing, Jacob, maybe still getting used to that new rule where all players except the kicker have to be within 5 yards of the kicking line.
Well, here we are now, week 7 of the OHSA schedule, and here's that kick.
Yep. Chinda's kick is caught by Malik Gleason. Gleason cuts to the right. He'll be taken down by a ankle tackle by number 24, Keon Dangerfield. So Rockbridge 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
So as the teams come on the field, 9:35 left to go in the half. This part of the field, as for the 60% completion rating, this Twee House doesn't seem to really want to throw the ball much.
Perhaps not yet. Twee House and pistol. Takes it. He pitches to number 3. Looks like.
Nice D. Was that David Long on
correction,
the
that was number 1, Nick Collins on the pitch reception.
David Long taking their business for the Ward defense on that play. So the stretch, just you're not going to beat the Warriors to the edge.
9-12 and counting. 2nd and 12 for Rockbridge on their own 28, so a 2-yard loss on that play. Twee House with Gleason behind. Or excuse me, that was Collins behind.
So you're going to play him one-on-one.
Collins comes out. Twee House drops back to pass. He'll be incomplete. Intended receiver was Alex Afodele.
I know, it's like if they keep playing this guy one-on-one, they're going to have, their hands full. But it's making it 3rd and 12. Ward defense has a chance to get off the field.
Yep. 8:46, clock stopped with the incomplete pass, so it is 3rd and 12. 7 all. Rockbridge with the ball. Collins wide out on the right. Fodele. Here, give is to Gleason. Gleason has room. He breaks a tackle. Number 2 for Winton Woods. Chaz Lumpkin missing 1 tackle. On to Chase on the right-hand side. Slows up enough for everyone else to catch up and finally brought down. Massive gain into Winton Woods territory inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was a cutback after he broke that tackle, and off to the races for this guy, Gleason. Look at that. Right out of the grasp of number 2, Chaz Lumpkin.
8.5 left in the first half of action here at Charlie Frederick Stadium.
I give number 18, Kenny Major, credit for staying with that. 2 different cuts, and he stayed with both of them, so.
Yep. Treehouse gives to Collins. Collins looks for room on the right. He'll be stopped for maybe a half-yard loss or no gain.
It looks like David Sparks and Alex Parker in on that, knocking him out of bounds.
So they'll bring up 2nd and 10. No gain, the result of the play.
Well, I tell you, these Bruins, they're sneaky good. I had no idea they had it in them to break that last big
Actually,
play.
Looks like it brought up a 1-yard loss for Rockbridge. So 2nd and 11. Treehouse gives to Collins. Collins looks for room. Nothing. He'll come back.
Ball's out.
Ball is loose.
Lawyers are probably going to be on that
celebrating
one.
like they've got it. Waiting for official signal. Blowing a whistle down. Twisting stop of the clock.
Rockbridge was able to keep that.
Winton Woods with the ball. So a costly turnover for Rockbridge at this point. Don't have, I do have complete turnover stats. That would be the 14th turnover of the season for Rockbridge, from all information I could find.
Well, it's good that the Warriors was able to fall on that ball with 7:30 left to go in the half. Good opportunity to get some more points. And he tells me Steele's looking to throw now.
Steele gives to Lumpkin, that is. Lumpkin picks up a couple yards.
Grudging.
It was Davis, correction, sorry.
Grudging yard on that, maybe. Yep. So they're going to stay on the ball.
Zach Exalis in a wideout position for Winton Woods. Steele and Davis alongside. Steele takes the snap, gives to Davis. Davis stopped at the line of scrimmage. That play snuffed out by Rockbridge.
Yeah, they were waiting for Davis that time. Looks like number 44 for the Bruins on the stop, Jake Floyd.
So clock continues to run, 6:38 left. 3rd and 13 for Winton Woods, ball on their own 35-yard line.
So they're going to need to throw from an obvious passing situation down. We'll see the Bruin defense comes after them.
Play action on the draw. Airs it out. Deep pass. Intended receiver, number 10, Lionel McConnell.
And no flag on that play, and Warriors perplexed by the no call there. We'll have to see, did this guy trip over his own shoestring or what? Because he sure tripped. I guess our crew didn't get that down there. Well, the Warriors are going to have to. That's over. So David Long is going to put the boot to this. They're going to have to get a good kick and keep these guys pinned.
Yep. 6:15, clock is paused. David Long to kick. Alex Fodele back to receive. On hold here.
What are they doing?
Ball is loose on the floor, and looks like Rockbridge has recovered that.
They got that ball there, and this is going to be.
If you're a coach, you teach. If you drop the ball in that situation, just fall on it.
That's right.
Don't give him a chance to scoop it up.
And they were going to get the ball either way. And the snap was decent. I don't call the snap being bad, but they're going to have to come up with something here.
6:09 left. Rockbridge deep in Wintonwood's territory here. 1st and 10, all on the Warrior 24-yard line. Ball is ready for play. Tweehouse lining up in the pistol.
Trips right.
Gleason alongside and a tailback. Give is to no. Tweehouse keeps it. Rolls forward for a couple of yards.
I don't know what they're doing with this Tweehouse, but they better keep a spy on this guy because he wants to run that ball. I just looked at the stats and said, yeah, this guy's going to be drop back passing all night long, but no, sir.
Showing a little different right now.
That's right. Warrior D-line.
Tweehouse gives to Gleason. Gleason wrapped up in the backfield for a couple-yard loss on that play. Bring up 3rd down.
Number 81, Alex Parker, did good not to get penalized on that play. He had an open shot on Tweehouse, and he let up and didn't lay the hammer on him.
So 5:30 left. It is 3rd and 11 for Rockbridge. 7 all still here in the second.
First 4-down territory for the Bruins.
Tweehouse drops back to pass. He'll air it out. Intended for Alex Fodele, it looked like.
That's number 9.
Number 9, excuse me, sorry about that. Hayden Johnson on the intended reception.
Looks like these guys have dropped a couple of Tweehouse's balls tonight on him. So here we are, 4th and 11.
Kind of no man's land, too far, possibly too far away for a field goal, too close for a punt. No choice but to go for it here on 4th and 11 with 5:13 left. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass.
Come on, Warrior defense.
Tweehouse drops back. Little short pass. Picked off by number 15 for Winton. Jerron Cage. Jerron Cage to the 30, to the 20. He is gone. Jerron Cage pick 6.
All the way to the corner of 145th Street and 7th Avenue off that pick to get a Warriors defense the spark that they needed. Look at this. That's right.
And we have a flag on the field here about the 30-yard line.
I don't know why a flag. There was nobody anywhere in the same picture. There was no block needed.
Officials discussing.
You can tell the way it's happening that they want to take this away from the Warriors. Yeah.
Personal foul on Winton Woods. So pick 6, no.
Look at this. Alex Parker, see, he's feeling that heat from Alex Parker just like he did on the previous play. So the Warriors will set up shop on the Bruin 45-yard line. 4:57 left to go in the half.
Again, in a game like this, you might be able to get away with that kind of mistake, but you don't want that kind of mistake. You have to keep it clean, even if you're 100 yards away from the ball.
Well, here's Steele, gets the snap.
Steele gives to Davis. Davis up the middle, picks up about 2 yards inside the 45-yard line.
So, 4:46 left to go. I'm speechless, at a loss for words over that. We'll just have to see if the Warriors can keep that from demoralizing them, which I'm sure they will. Because they're starting to get zeroed in on Mr. Tweehouse. In one way or another, he's going to feel pain.
4:22 and counting left. And flags. False start on Winton Woods. 2 men moving at the same time. I'm hearing in my ear from Tony in the truck, who has the advantage of looking at all the cameras at the same time. I have the advantage of only what my eyes can see.
And the officials have the advantage of only what their eyes can see. I had a good time at the Northwest last night with the officials before the game. Pouring down rain. Like you said, you were on the sideline camera in that rain.
Yeah, sideline reporting for Westchester TV for the Lakooties-Princeton game. A couple heavy injuries in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give
it to Davis. Davis has room on the left side. He'll pick up about 3 yards just inside the original first line of scrimmage. And a late flag in.
Late flag and short gain on the play. We'll have to see. We kind of know what it's going to be, but
personal foul, Winton Woods. March it back 15. You know, we hate to say it, Jacob, but how many times do we see this from Winton Woods throughout the years? No matter who the coach has been, no matter who the players have been.
well, I can only say that I'm trying to respect the game tonight. And I know my Warriors are going to overcome this. They'll overcome the penalties. They just can't overcome the turnovers. Oh, one of these plays
here.
Oh, man, and he's
And
also, he's gone.
Races
He's up the street, and I don't see anybody doing anything
Kenny
wrong, and
Mabry
that's a
into the end
touchdown.
zone. No laundry on the field. It's a bit of a trick play, but net 6.
That's the play they tried a couple years ago in that playoff game against Trotwood Madison, looks like to me. And we see that Mr. Number 10 for the Warriors, Lionel McConnell, yeah, there he goes. And
it was number 18, Kenny Mabry, it looked like.
No, that's number 10 there, Lionel McConnell.
No,
that's 18. Mr. Magoo again this week. Kenny Mabry.
Kick is up and good, so Winton Woods up 14-7 with 3:17 left.
I told you I knew these Warriors would overcome that.
Still a lot of ball left to play, Jacob.
Yeah.
Not to be the pessimist or the optimist. Let's just be a realist here. Take a look at this again. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's the one they tried over there against Trotwood Madison that year. It looks like they finally got it to work. All right. Look at that. People, George Brown, he's slowing down, looking back, looking for somebody to lay a block on.
Some late contact.
He could have called a horse
try
collar.
by Garrett Barnett Kruger.
Looked like he could almost call a horse collar on that tackle if he wanted to. Key word, if he wanted to.
Let's see what he did there. Chinda setting up to kick off. Once again, a photo day, and Gleason back to receive. Kick is up. Gleason will pick it up on a hop at his 15-yard line.
Against the sideline. They let him out, and now he's got room.
Yep, out of the box. He'll run out of bounds to the 28-yard line.
These guys, coaches are going to have to get together in a huddle because this is late extracurricular blocks being thrown around out there, and we see him taking that ball, and 3:07 left to go in the half.
14-7, Rockbridge with the ball, trailing in score. First and 10 on their own 28-yard line.
I don't know why you want to cover this a full lay one-on-one, though, because
Treehouse keeps it, drops back to pass. Under pressure, he's squeezed out of the pocket,
now
and he'll be taken down. Ball is loose on the field. Winton Woods on the recovery. Deep, and it was number 11, David Sparks.
That's right. See, I think they woke the sleeping giant with those unfortunate calls, and now the Warriors see that they're going to just have to put the hammer down to win this game.
2:57 left. Winton Woods with the ball deep in Rockbridge territory. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line. Tweehouse was good earlier at making quick decisions. That time he hesitated and he was flushed out.
That time he was like the squirrel, can't make up his mind. So here we go, the Warriors 1st and 10. Gives to
Davis. Davis has room, stays on his
tackle.
feet, breaks out of an ankle tackle inside the 15-yard line, mark it about the 14.
Yeah, we see the Warrior offensive line starting to blow people off the ball here, and that's what they're going to need to do.
2:35 left. Warriors with the ball, 2nd and 6 on the Rockbridge 14, up 14-7. Steele takes the snap. Give to Davis. Davis has room. Picks up about a yard.
Okay, so clock running. There's enough time for the Warriors to just methodically move this ball. Leave little or no time for the Bruins to do anything. See a nice tailwind blowing in the breeze, but we don't want it to come down to needing that tailwind.
Looks like a bit of a power formation. Give to number 23, Lorenzo Gist. Gist gets the first down and a little more inside the 5-yard line.
Lorenzo Gist muscling his way in there, learning what his big brother probably showed him, Tyler Gist.
Still under center. Give is to Gist again. Gist picks up maybe a yard on that. Sniffed out that time by the Rockbridge defense.
Okay, so he's hit. No, Rockbridge defense sniffed it out. But my guess is that Steele is going to take it and roll around right in with this one.
Minute 20 left in the second period. Give up the middle and into the end zone for Winton Woods. Give that to number...
Touchdown score.
Number 4, Marcus Davis.
Marcus
like.
Davis. Look at him muscle his way through there. Low man wins. That's an illustration of low man wins. MD, MO, touchdown.
So with a minute 13, Chinda to put up the point after. Hold is down, kick is up. And no good, wide right.
They were lucky to even get that through. There was Bruins all over in there, but
so 20-7. 5 plays, 18 yards on that.
Now this is where you got to maintain this momentum and execute good special teams coverage, because you know they're going to try to beat you with a photo lay on this. Of course, I don't think the Warriors are going to kick it to a photo lay the way it looks. Of course, this guy, Malik
Gleason.
You think he's any kin to Jackie Gleason? So
Chinda's kick is up. That will take a hop and roll out of bounds. So Rockbridge will get it at the 35-yard line.
1:13 left to go in the half.
Good heads up from Gleason to not touch it. He realized it was going to hop out of bounds. Picked up a few extra yards on a freebie.
Okay, so the Warrior defense out there on the field, ever since that interception, I could see Ron Cade's body language showing where he wants to get in here and disrupt some more of this Bruin situation.
So minute 13 on the clock. Rockbridge looking to get another score in before halftime. Still within 2 scores.
Got Gleason back there with him. He's looking to throw.
Tweehouse airs it out. It is incomplete. Intended receiver number 9, Hayden Johnson.
1:08 left to go. Rockbridge has one timeout remaining here.
Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. So 2nd and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Treehouse lined up. Pass formation showing for Rockbridge. Treehouse drops back. Pass is incomplete, just beyond the hands of Malik Gleason.
Lamaine Watson back there with him stride for stride in coverage.
Only running about 5 seconds off the clock on that play.
That's all right. If they want to let the Warriors have the ball one more time before the half, I'm fine with that.
Minute 3 left. Rockbridge, 3rd and 10. 2 straight incomplete passes.
But they have shown the ability to come up with big plays on 3rd and 4th down.
Sir. Treehouse drops back. Passes again. It is caught by Alex Afodele, and he will be into the end zone on a 75 or a 65-yard carry.
So, looks like they finally caught up to Mr. Afodele, and the Warrior defense, again, they're trying to cover this guy with one man, and I don't know, next year he's going to be doing this for the University of Oregon Ducks. So maybe the Warriors can step up and block this extra point attempt.
Tayden Lingstad setting up to take the point after for Rockbridge. It is up and splits the upright. So Rockbridge puts up 7 more, trailing Woods Warriors by 6, 20-14 with 52.2 left in the half.
Well, to Rockbridge's credit, they used that clock, didn't let that long 3rd down intimidate them, picked up the TD, and now with 52.2 left, the Warriors are going to have to try to do something on offense. I don't think they can get a respectable return on this. I don't see no need for victory formation to get this into the halftime, do you?
I shall not prognosticate, as I do not feel qualified as the play-by-play guy. I shall defer to the color analysts.
Come on, JP.
Wisdom and experience.
You're down there. What do you think your colleague down there would say about that play?
I don't know.
Mr. George.
Got Kenny Mabry back to receive for Winton Woods.
Well, it's going to have to be up to the Warriors there. That they can see they got themselves, these Bears or Bruins as they are known. They're looking for a little bit of honey before they go into hibernation.
Bo Blumenkamp ready to kick off for Rockbridge. Bit of a chip kick.
Come on, run
Picked
the
up at the
ball.
28-yard line by Winton. Still running out to the 41-yard line. Might have been number 24, Keon Dangerfield, on that carry.
Well, this is where the Warriors going to have to see what they can come up with. I know probably much of it depends on what happens here on 1st down as to what they're going to end up doing.
This is a Switch Sides quick ride. If you'd like to get involved in the activities of Waycross, give us a call at 513-825-2429. We could always use your help. I'd like to thank Callis Johnson and Butch Culbreth for running our cameras tonight. Tony Suarez all alone in the truck, I believe. He's crying for help down there. Steele fakes on the draw. Airs it out. It is intended for Zach Exelis. Overthrown.
So that pass had no chance of being complete. Exelis had to rotate completely to find over which shoulder it was going to be dropping in, but 39.7 seconds left to go. And this is where Steele might as well run the ball here to see what he could muster.
39.7 seconds left. Steele gives up the middle.
Jet
Knocked
sweep
down.
give. Number 25. Terrence Smith, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore. Looks like a good, handles that ball well. Good body lean. This is the first time I've seen this guy carrying the ball.
Woods calling a timeout. Their second timeout of the half. So, Jacob, your AJ Afodele or for Rockbridge or your Andre Parker for Winton Woods. What might be a topic of discussion at halftime?
Well, I'm sure Coach Parker, Winton Woods, seemed like at some point he'd be bringing up the penalties. But other than the penalties, he probably wants to see his players just kind of keep it going. Because other than the penalties, they'd have, what, two more touchdowns on that board.
3rd and 3 for Winton Woods. Give is to Davis. Davis has room up the middle.
Davis
He breaks a tackle. He breaks another one. Cuts left. He's got some room. He's still on his feet. He'll be taken down inside the 25-yard line. Marked down about the 24.
Winton Woods calls timeout. Marcus Davis, nice carry.
Winding the clock with 17 seconds left and spiking the ball to stop the clock.
Number 11, Isaiah Patrick, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. Took it hard by Marcus Davis on that. He'll remember that next time he tries arm tackles.
One timeout left for each team with 16.3 left.
Nice downfield block.
2nd and 10. Steele, back to pass. He has out. It is almost intercepted by number 2 for, that is Bryce Banks for Rockbridge on the near pick.
So 11.3 left. I know Winton Woods kicker is capable of, with this tailwind, we see the flag giving him a respectable tail breeze. They could get a little bit more. Because the Warriors don't do something here in the amounts of these guys hanging around. I'm sure Coach Afodele is pleased with his team's production so far.
11.3 seconds left in the half. Steele fakes the give. Drops back. Short pass. It is complete to number 10, Lionel McConnell, and a touchdown on the 25-yard catch.
That's what I'm talking about. The Warriors not giving in to this hard time and just keeping their head up, keep forcing this ball down the field. Steele stand tall in the pocket, throw that ball over the middle, leads them just right.
So Chinda, ball being held by number 10. McConnell, kick is up, and good. So Winton Woods up 27-14 here with 4.5 seconds left before halftime.
Well, that was a pretty play, JP.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, we see here Steele back there, kicks the snap in, fakes the give, and he drops straight back. He doesn't take his eye off the receiver, but he leads him just well enough to make it no difference anyway. And the Warriors happy to be going into halftime, assuming they can get this 4.5 off the clock with this lead.
Bryce Banks had a hand on McConnell, but it was not enough to stop the punch in for 6.
Well, this is good. They've shown they can score passing, running. On defense, they can score. And so Coach Afodele, his job at halftime.
It was a good kick on the kickoff. It is picked up
There's AJ Afodele
by Malik Gleason. He'll be taken down, and time will expire. So after one half of action, Jacob, 27-14, Winton Woods up. What are we going to expect for the second half?
We're going to expect more shooting out in the second half because so far, neither one of these teams can really stop the other.
All righty, so after 24 minutes of game time, Winton Woods Warriors lead the Rockbridge, Missouri Bruins 27-14. Second half action after this.
like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
I began producing and volunteering for Waycross when I was in the 7th grade. Since then, I have produced many programs that have won awards on the local, regional, and even national level.
Waycross Media was the ideal place for me. I just got involved in, as I say, as a hobby and continued on from there.
Anyone with a message that they want to share should come to Waycross, take the classes, and produce their own television show.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is about sports, that's obvious. But it's more than just a competition. What we're really about is learning. Young men and young women stretching themselves in pursuit of the ideals that will guide them for a lifetime. It is an important mission, and we share it with schools, families, and communities. As Commissioner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, I look forward to working with you to help our young people build their futures.
Island. The indie rock band Bastille released this hit in January of 2013. We slow it down a touch with Pompeii, and the trumpet solo is being played by Junior Jordan Denny. close our show with the anthem hit from the Fallout Boys in 2013, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, better known as Light 'Em Up. We'll hopefully have you rocking in your seats. Trumpet solo is again senior Anthony Garrison. Here is Light 'Em Up. Wintonwood's High School Color Guard is led by Captain Zaria Gordon and co-captain Whitney McKenzie. The Color Guard advisor and choreographer is Miss Carol Becky Young. Band executive council consists of seniors Chantel Thompson, Joshua Carobo, Shelly Dean, and Kiara Ramsey.
Dad, what are you doing?
What am I?
A burrito?
No.
A larva?
A larva? No. I'm a joint.
Actually, you're a little too fat to be a joint.
So you know about joints?
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Hey, son. So, you're turning 13, becoming a man. Your hormones are surging, starting to notice the girls. You know, maybe your body's doing some funny things. So, you want to talk? Or we could talk about drugs.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs.
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to Week 7 OHSA football. The Winton Warriors hosting the Rockbridge Bruins out of Columbia, Missouri. Jonathan Palmer and Jacob Williams with you. And Jacob, we had an interesting first half. Some interesting stats. Winton Woods leading on the ground, but Rockbridge gaining a little back on the air. Penalties a big story.
Penalties a big story. As always, we see where Winton Woods had 8 penalties for minus 55 yards, whereas Rockbridge 3 penalties for minus 13 yards.
One thing I want to point out is both teams one chance in the red zone. Both teams one score in the red zone, out of the red zone.
That's true. However, a lot of the plays were big plays. You know, they covered the red zone and the rest of the field and the whole play. So either way, the possession time we see where Rockbridge had the ball for 13 minutes, 27 seconds against 10 minutes and 33 seconds for the Warriors in possession.
Rockbridge had a lot of early possession, but they couldn't convert scores out of it. Winton Woods took to getting some big yardage and big plays to get some scores.
That's right. We see where they had a total. Rockbridge had 35 plays for 167 yards, and the Warriors had 29 plays for 175 yards.
Leading rushers for both teams. Malik Gleason, 4 carries for 41 yards, 10.2 per. Marcus Davis, 10 for 75 yards, 2 touchdowns for him.
That's right. So we see where Treehouse was able to get the ball to his main receiver, Alex Odefield, for 3 catches for 82 yards and a touchdown with a long of 65 yards on that play we saw. The Warriors can't have that history repeating itself here in the second half.
Also, something we've got to keep in the back of our heads, 3rd down conversions for both teams.
Both teams have converted 3rd down successfully. The Bruins were 2 of 7 on 3rd down conversions, and the Warriors 5 of 8 on 3rd down conversions here.
It was an interesting first half. What do you think? What changes do you think Rockbridge is going to make coming out of the second half? Their defense was kind of burned by Winton Woods late in that second quarter.
But I think at Rockbridge, they know they are who they are, and to try to change at this point would probably just throw a wrench deeper into the plan. So they might as well just continue on with their identity. They've had good work out of their quarterback, Mr. Tweehouse. And for the Warriors' defense in the second half, they're going to have to eliminate 3rd and 4th down conversions that these Bruins are coming up with. So don't relax just because you got them 3rd and 10.
Winton Woods won the coin toss prior to the game. They deferred, so they will receive to start second half action. Once again, John Palmer and Jacob Williams with you here on Waycross. Quick reminder as we get ready to start second half. We can always use your help on productions. We are short about 2 or 3 camera operators tonight and about 2 or 3 people for the truck. I'd like to thank Callis Johnson, Butch Goldworth, and Tony Suarez on our crew tonight. And of course, anyone who wants to come out, give us a call at 513-825-2429. Check us out online at waycross.tv/volunteer. Bo Blumenkamp's kick is up, and it is caught at the 17-yard line by Winton Woods' number 10, Lionel McConnell. He has room on the near side. He is knocked out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
Running straight north with that ball. Good pickup, good field position for the Warriors to open the second half.
So it is 27-14 in favor of Winton Woods. They've got the ball with 11:53 left in the third. 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Offense comes out. Got Sean Steele, quarterback, Marcus Davis. Christian Lumpkin, Lionel McConnell paired up on the right-hand side. Sean Steele in the pistol. Marcus Davis alongside with him. Davis gets the ball. He's taken down in the backfield by number 9 for Rockbridge, Hayden Johnson. Thank you.
Hayden Johnson made a few good stops tonight for the Bruins on their defense. What I'm interested in here is I see this number 25 for the Warriors, Terrence Smith, 6'2", 190-pound sophomore. You see him out there split wide left on this play, bunched up over here, and this guy looks like he's going to be a legitimate star.
Steele drops back, pass, short little pass, takes a bounce. Tender receiver looked to be number 20, Tyshawn Capel. Takes a hop about 5 yards short of his position.
That was number 10 on that.
Oh, my apologies.
Tender receiver, Lionel McConnell.
They need numbers on the shoulder pads so they can see when their sides are to us.
I think I've heard you mention that before, JP, but you're going to have to start car wash and bake sale to get them some new uniforms if that's what you want.
He's going to go to an office stationery supply store and get some numbers and say, hey, stick these on. Steele takes the snap. He rolls to his left. He's got some room. Short little pass. Takes a bounce.
Flag on the field.
And a flag on.
Looks like it's in the neighborhood of where they're probably going to call holding on the Warriors. We'll see.
Intended receiver was number 18, Kenny Mabry.
Legal man downfield on the Warriors. Yeah, see, we don't want too many numbers on these jerseys, JP. Start looking like America's team. You don't want that, do you?
I just want to be able to get the names right the first time. And quickly.
Well, we're just old volunteers, JP. We can't see very well.
So Alex Afodele back to receive the punt from David Long. Winton Woods held to a 3 and out on the opening drive of the second half. 11:10 left. Warriors still up by 13, 27-14. Long punt is up. Really good. Takes a hop at the 24-yard line. Afodele fields it. He's got some room. He takes a pause and is swamped by Blue.
Swarmed under. That's what they need to do, because for a minute it looks like he was going to have some room. But the Warriors special teams putting all kind of hats around Mr. Afodele there. And number 2, Chaz Lumpkin, first one to stomp him.
Jerron Cage also on the stop. So 10:56 left. 1st and 10 for Rockbridge on their own 27. Number 12, Logan Tweehouse, steps forward. His first turn at offense this second half.
Got Gleason back there with him.
Yep, he gives to Gleason. Gleason is stopped just past the line of scrimmage by
David
number 11,
Sparks.
David Sparks. Pick up of about 2 on that. 2nd and 7, 30-yard line. So we'll give him 3. Tweehouse sets up in the pistol.
So they got Tweehouse
Back to
looking
pass.
to throw.
He is
Don't make this
completed
guy
to
miss.
Afodele. Afodele will step out of bounds just past midfield.
That's
Or the
not
correction, number
Afodele.
7, Tatum Lingstad.
Tatum Lingstad.
Afodele is on the near side. I see him.
Let's see if they get another guy established as a viable receiver. That's going to make Afodele that much more dangerous.
I don't make mistakes. I make prophecies, which immediately turn out to be wrong.
You make prophecies.
Here's a give to Gleason. Gleason will be taken down for a loss of about 1 or 2 yards.
Kwame Watson playing a stellar game on defense for the Warriors tonight on that stop. I don't want you to make any prophecies about the Warriors getting penalized anymore, okay?
I don't plan on that.
All right.
Carson Ringdahl and Afodele on the near side. Lingstad far side. Pass is intended and complete to Afodele.
You know, Afodele just reached out and grabbed that ball just with his hands. You can see where the Oregon Ducks are going to, they probably could use him this year, a couple of them ball games they've had.
Personal foul on Rockbridge, so they'll back him up 15.
Good work. See on the replay where, look at that grab. He just stuck his hands out and it stuck to it like a magnet.
So they'll march off 15. Bring up 2nd and long.
So I guess this team is going to probably spend the day tomorrow. They'll probably leave first thing in the morning.
Actually going to leave pretty much right after
Oh,
the game.
really?
They're going to clean up and
wow,
get back fairly quickly. They got in town 3 o'clock this morning. They got themselves about 8 or 9 hours of sleep before heading out here to Frederick Stadium.
Tweehouse.
And under pressure from number
I don't
15,
see why
Jerron Cage, taken out for a massive 10-yard loss in the backfield.
Yeah, it's good that they ended up getting that sack, because the man had, you see this, looked like he was holding Mr. Cage. Tried to, but Ron was too fast for him.
So the hands team for Rockbridge will come out on the field. 4th and 28 from their own 33-yard line.
So they're going to have to hit the road. You'd have thought Mike Brown would have got these guys some complimentary tickets to the game tomorrow down there.
Got to be at school Monday morning.
School?
Yeah, what is it?
So
Letting the ball roll out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Does Kenny Mabry. So Winton Woods will take over 1st and 10 after holding Rockbridge to a 3-and-out.
8:39 left to go here in the third quarter. This is where Winton Woods' offense has to get regenerated here. None of this 3-and-out stuff.
It seemed like it took both teams quite a while to adapt to each other.
You're right. And it seems like once they've adapted, it's just going to be a battle of attrition here. Full house backfield for the Warriors.
Put it up the middle here, pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
That drive that the Warriors put on to score near the end of the first half, whatever those play calls were, that's what they need to start calling. I realized the Bruins were in a different defense designed to play more or less prevent there, but here the Warriors going with a new
Steal
backfield.
under center. Give to number 4, Marcus Davis. Davis cuts right. He'll cross midfield.
Number 23, Lorenzo Gist, out there on the edge, setting the edge for him with a block, and he's near first down, but it looks like it's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Isaiah Patrick, one of the Bruins on the stop. 7:50 and counting. Wentwood's 3rd and 1 on the Bruins' 41-yard line. Give is to number 23, Gist. Gist has room. He's on his feet.
Still
Picks up a few more yards after the first contact before being swamped by a host of white and blue players. But he'll be to the Rockbridge 30-yard line before that.
Right, this is executing on offense. Lorenzo Gist muscling in there. He's a load to stop. Look at that, breaks through that first line. Nice block.
So 7:30 now left. 1st and 10 for Woods on the Rockbridge 30. Bit of a power formation here for Woods as they look to the sideline to receive instruction. Steele under center. Davis with the ball again. Same play. He'll pick up about a yard.
Davis muscling in there. This is what the Warriors need. Just keep that clock running. So nice evening here. You know.
Yes, beautiful autumn evening. Give is to Davis again. He cuts right. He's got a little room. Picks up 3-4 more yards. He'll be just short of the first down. Tackle made by a pair of Bruins. Looks like number 16, Luke Bly, and number 9, Hayden Johnson.
Hayden Johnson definitely getting his name mentioned quite a bit tonight, JP.
One of the only, if not, I believe he was the only player starting on both sides of the ball. Give to Davis. Again, Davis bowls forward, gets the first down, and about 3 more. He'll be to about the 16-yard line.
Chain gang gets the step in. 6:15 left to go here. You could see definitely JP were at halftime.
Timeout called by Rockbridge here with 6:10 left in the 3rd.
Yeah, I think this timeout they're trying to catch your breath a little bit. Winton Woods' offensive line starting to lay heavy bodies and lean on these guys. And this is kind of a way to keep the ball, keep the clock running. They got this 27-14 lead.
Yesterday on the phone with Coach Afodele for Rockbridge, one thing he and I were talking about was the difference between Missouri and Ohio football and how you could put kind of a mid-upper level Ohio team against a top-level Missouri team, and the athleticism is completely different. It's something they don't see very much in Missouri. You have some of the big teams, but not as many as Ohio has.
Well, now, Missouri's supposed to be the show-me state, so they must see something, because when they come in here tonight, and this game's not over, they're giving a good account of themselves, and I would put Ohio football up against anyone in the Union, anyone in the world for that matter. Is there any place else in the world plays football, JP?
On occasion. Steele to Davis. Davis has room. He's got one to beat. He will be taken down by an ankle tackle inside the 10-yard line. Still shy of the first down.
Marcus Davis looks like he's been well on his way to 100 yards rushing tonight.
Still in the 3-back formation with Davis, Gist. Davis gets it. He pokes forward into the end zone without much effort at all. A 8-yard carry for Marcus Davis.
Flag on the play. Extracurriculars. Looks like Mr. number 56 for the Warriors, Mashallah Corbett, 5'10", 215. But that was equally participated in by the Bruin. We'll have to see.
Trey Williams.
And they're going to take this back.
Taken to the side. Trey Williams being taken to the sideline by a couple of officials. Not sure if he was involved in anything there.
Yeah, he was in it with Mr.
Might be a injury issue or something. Or an
Corbett.
equipment issue. They're getting checked out.
But the officials still haven't indicated if this is going to be a touchdown here or not.
Jeff Kuchar comes out. Looks like he will be.
I mean, that stuff happened after the score. Yeah.
Touchdown Winton Woods. Dead ball, personal foul on Rockbridge.
Oh.
And that was an ejection, so Trey Williams ejected. So that was an 8-yard carry for Marcus Davis.
I don't know what started that bickering, but ends up in an ejection. And you see the Warriors now 33-14, pending the outcome of this PAT.
Shinda kick is up.
That's not
And it'll be
Schindler this
good.
time. That's Mr. number 47 there.
47, which is Prince Adu.
That's good. They got multiple guys that can stick that ball through the upright for them.
So 14-34 now. Here with 5:44 left. So it looks to me like that was Trey Williams ejected. He was escorted to the sideline by the officials and pretty quickly took his helmet off, and Coach Fodley didn't look too pleased with whatever had happened.
He'll be riding back to Columbia, Rockbridge in the luggage compartment, huh?
If someone could get away with it, maybe, but a little dangerous though. So, 20-point spread right now with 5:44 left in the third.
Well,
And now this is Max Shinda to kick off.
To me, I don't know why the Bruins don't at the last minute switch over and put Alex Afole over here on the side that Gleason's on. Because they're going to keep kicking it to Gleason.
And catches it right on the end line. They call it as he was just on the line. I think they're giving him the benefit of being inbounds. So he'll bring it out to about the 20-yard line anyway.
And the Warriors special teams give him the benefit of being muscled around rudely for his efforts. He had a...
Yeah, it looks like he was in the end zone. The officials didn't signal touchback immediately, but looks like what they're giving it to us.
Yeah, he was looking right at him, and so...
So they've spotted it to the 20. Treehouse back, aired out deep, and it is caught, and that'll be a touchdown. And he stepped out of bounds, just barely out of bounds. That was number 7 again, Taden Lingstad.
I don't know.
Take a look on the replay.
You see on the replay, the Warrior defender's got to turn around and look back. He's just going by the reaction of the receiver. That could have been trouble. It still is trouble, but they keep letting these guys loose one-on-one.
Trips left, Treehouse drops back, under pressure. There's out. It is just beyond the reach of Hayden Johnson.
Hayden Johnson laid out for that ball, but not to be. You know, they're giving Treehouse decent pocket to throw from back there.
Coverage by number 34, Kwame Watson for the Warriors. Brings up 2nd and 10. Rockbridge on their own 45. And again, trips left, one wide out right. Treehouse in the
Here's
pistol.
the Warriors
Drops
defense
back
coming
again.
after Treehouse.
Pass again. That is
broken up
by number 18, Kenny Mabry. Intended receiver was number 7, Taden Lingstad.
Nice defense, nice breakup.
Looks like it's almost punched out of his hands by Mabry on that replay. 5:15, 3rd and 10 for Rockbridge on the 45-yard line.
This is where the Warrior defense had trouble in the first half. They might as well come get this guy. Here they come.
Drops back. Under pressure, airs out, intending for Lingstead, and it is caught, pushed out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Big play on third down for the visiting Bruins. Decent protection considering the blitz. And that ball is caught right over his shoulder. And, you got to give him credit. Tate and Lingstead.
Yep. So, first down for Rockbridge in the red zone. Spotted on the 13-yard line, it looks like. Tweehouse drops back. Short little pass. That is broken up on the coverage. Christian Lumpkin. Intended for Alex Afodele.
Well, Christian Lumpkin able to have good defensive coverage for the Warriors. It looks like now the Bruins are going to go to other receivers, knowing that they got Afodele anytime they need him. Because they're going to have to throw quite a bit now.
Twins on each side. Treehouse drops back. Finds number 7, Tatum Lingstead, for the 14-yard reception touchdown.
Touchdown for the Bruins. Again, decent protection. It held up, and the Warrior defense, now they know they're in for a battle here, because with 4:58 left to go in the third quarter, the outcome of this game is still in question here.
Yep, still plenty of ball to play. So Lingstead gets the touchdown, and it is his duty to try and get his own extra point.
That one's blocked.
And that is blocked.
That's what they need.
So both teams now with a missed extra point.
Hold us down, but the Warriors defense just in there smother that kick.
So 34-20 in favor of the Wintwoods Warriors. 2-score ball game. Here's a look at that touchdown pass again.
Warrior defense, they're just living on this one-on-one coverage, and so far they're getting by okay with it. But it'd be nice if the somebody on D-line could go in here and sack this Tweehouse again, because the last good hit he took, he probably doesn't remember that. So got to give him something to keep his mind on.
Rockbridge coming into this game 4-3. Wintwood's coming in 3-2. So 4:58 left.
Oh, JP, I smell that funnel cake coming from over the concession stand.
I was trying to ignore it. Thanks for mentioning it. We have got number 2, Chaz Lumpkin, back to receive, but picked up at the 29-yard line by Winton Woods, number
Keon Dangerfield with the pickup.
24, Keon Dangerfield. With 4:51 left, Winton Woods takes over 1st and 10 in their own territory around the 40-yard line. The ball spotted on the 44-yard line for Winton Woods. Winton Woods offense steps back onto the field. So too the Rockbridge Bruins defense. 4:51. Winton Woods up by 14.
Oh, number 56, Michelle
Davis
Corbin
takes the give, picks up about a yard or two. About a yard after the contact. Winton Woods is always good at getting the yard after contact.
Well, that's no accident. When you watch these guys practice, even in practice, they go after it. These guys' pride, they don't want to stand up and say one man was able to take them down.
Clock ticking down, just over 4:20 left. 2nd and 8, it was 2 yards on the carry. Give to Davis again, he's got room on the right-hand side. He's got the first down and runs out of bounds, a late flag in.
Late flag in. Here, protest down on the Winwood sideline over this flag. We'll have to see what they say.
Holding on Winton Woods, so they'll back up 10 yards from the spot.
Marcus Davis, nice workmanlike carry, though. The hole's wide open for him, and then he uses the vision and decision to get the rest of the way on his own. Guy just missed grabbing his face mask, of course.
So 2nd and 9. Negates the first down. 4-10 and counting. All on the Warriors' 45-yard line. Here, third quarter action.
This is where the Warriors, they got to keep the pedal to the metal. They have to maintain possession, move this ball.
Steele takes it, gives to Lorenzo. Gist takes to the left, picks up about 5 yards to midfield.
Looks like Lorenzo Gist is just steadily moving his way up the depth chart in Winton Woods. And again, I saw this young man last year, and I saw what he had in him then. And
3.5 left, 3rd and 4 for Winton Woods from midfield. Ball just on their side of the midfield line. Gist lining up in the fullback. Clock ticks to 3:10. Give is to Gist. Gist punches up the middle, picks up another yard or two. He'll be about 3 yards shy of the first down. Bring up 4th down.
It's like I'm sure the Warriors are calling this 4-down territory. Steele looking over the sideline. Looks like they're going to bring in the team and punt this ball. Oh, no, they're going to.
Yes, Sean Steele's still out there. Timeout called by Winton Woods. They'll discuss it.
They could
timeout. 2:40 left here in the third. Winton Woods up 34-20, looking at a 4th and 1.
What do you think? I think they might as well go for it. No ifs, ands, or buts, no fanfare, no sneaky business. We're going for it.
It's a question of, do you want to give Rockbridge a short field or a longer field? Would you rather have your defense stop them against? In case in a condition like this, don't you kind of want to defer to the possible negative outcome?
No, because this guy he knows he has to throw the ball, and he's throwing this ball now. And now you want to keep this guy off the field. They just have to execute this play.
Give is to Davis. Davis rolls forward. He'll be right at the line. The preliminary mark might be a first down. Clock will stop no matter what. And they are signaling the first down. So move the chains. Winton Woods running off with it.
Nice block. They laid the wood on number 8 there. Garrett Barnett Kruger. 6 foot, 200-pound junior for the Bruins. Took a big hit on that play in the double team block.
Officials timeout.
If they feel they need to measure.
Well,
we saw this.
I heard
right in front of us,
Tony in the truck talking about where Davis's knee was down. Take a look at the measurement here. And it is first down by about half a football length.
Well, that's the first measurement I've seen in a
Here,
long
look at
time.
this. Davis, look at where his knee goes down. And the ball, that is a pretty good spot, though, that they gave on the ball. So I think they just wanted to measure just to make doubly sure they were accurate on the call.
Okay, Steele looking over to the sideline. See what Coach Parker wants to do. The refs wind the whistle here, wind the clock.
2.5, 1st and 10 from the Rockbridge 46. Steele gets a little pass out on the left-hand side to Christian Lumpkin. Lumpkin picks up 6 yards to 40-yard line.
Nice 6-yard pickup by Lumpkin. Nice job of keeping it in play, not stopping that clock.
2:10 left.
Nice perimeter block thrown for Lumpkin out there by Chris Allen. 6'3", 178-pound senior.
Give is to Davis. He goes to the right-hand side, picks up about 2 yards, puts him inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. It'll set up 3rd and 2.
See, that's what I mean. This is where you want this guy, Tweehouse, on the sideline now, dipping his arm in a bucket of ice.
And so, too, this is giving the Winton's defense a rest just in case they have to play out again.
That's right.
Minute 30. Clock is running. That is a strength of Winton Woods, their ability to wind the clock. Give is to Davis. Same play. Right side. He's got the first down and more. Finally brought down by number 18 from Rockbridge, Juan Chambers.
Nice methodical drive now by the Warriors. Marcus Davis, workman-like ball carrier. Low center of gravity. Likes to muscle his way into contact. So here's Steele, he kicks the snap, there's
Steele
the give.
keeps it, he has room on the left side. He'll pick up a yard or two. Looks a bit like a rugby scrum. Ball might be loose at the bottom of that pile.
Well, I think the Warriors may have to at some point fool them with a play that they haven't seen so far. They're going to have to turn back to deep pages in their playbook and come up with something to give these Bruins other things to think about here.
In a case like this, wouldn't you maybe try to keep the defense honest with the occasional, maybe a little short tight end pop or a little screen pass?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Something to keep them honest other than what they've been seeing so far.
Yep.
And here it is.
Give is to number 25,
Judge
Terrence Smith. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards. He'll bring up about 3rd and 5. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Replay, we see Smith gets the ball in this jet sweep, and geez, this guy's a good-looking back. We'll have to see. He's a sophomore here at Winton Woods. We'll just have to see how his career and the rest of this season progresses. It looks like somebody that these teams don't have a lot of film on that could hurt some of their future opponents.
All right, so time expires on the 3rd quarter. 12 minutes left to play here at Charlie Frederick Stadium. Winton Woods Warriors up 14 points, 34-20. Real quick, if you'd like to get involved with Waycross, give us a call at 825-2429. Check us out online at www.waycross.tv. Again, a big shout out to Butch Culbreth and Callis Johnson on the cameras. Tony Suarez manning the production truck. Quite short-handed on crew, but still bringing you some excellent pictures. You know, Jacob, can't take anything away from Rockbridge. They came here to play, and they performed quite well so far.
Oh, definitely, and I thanked them from the very beginning to come in here and talking with Coach Odefile. You could see that he's confident that he, like you said, he took his players to Las Vegas. They rolled the dice and went out there and beat the teams out there. And now they come, you know, you might look up and see them next year playing somebody in New Jersey.
Could be.
You know, I think the Warriors are going to go out to Rockbridge next year and return the visit.
They are in talks with perhaps
they're going to have
there next year.
They're going to have you get with your contacts and connections and colleagues down there at the Peacock channel and see what they can come up with for a fundraiser. Use a corporate jet and get them out here somewhere.
No such thing. Give is to Davis. Davis turns to
Stiff
the forward
arms
from the
this poor
right.
guy.
Stiff arms. And Marcus Davis will be brought down just shy of the end zone. They'll bring up 1st and goal from about the 3-yard line. About a 23-yard scamper.
Now, come on, JP. This is your alma mater, Winton Woods. You should be the head of this committee seeing to it that this happens. No?
I'll wait till after this game's done. Got to get the one done first.
I know you got connections down there.
Not really. Up the middle is 23, Lorenzo Gist. Give it to him on a 3-yard carry. Winton Woods puts up 6 more.
And see Lorenzo Gist, he politely, passed the ball over to the official like he's been there before.
So with 11:32 left, Winton Woods puts up 6 more and looks to the foot. Number 47, Prince Adu, to pop up the extra point, and he does. So Winton Woods up 41-20 with 11 and a half left in the game.
Whatever happens in this game, I appreciate the fact that the Bruins come in, long ride down the boulevard to see these guys, and, hopefully, hey, I see somebody over there flashing those, what do they call those laser lights that they did in the Detroit Lions game? Find that guy, get him out, throw him out. They do that in Cleveland. See over there, he's gonna.
I wasn't. I was looking at notes. I didn't quite see it, but
it might be just a telephone, but well, either way, I don't think it's gonna do anything to interrupt this score, 41-20, that the Warriors are on the good foot of.
So here is Max Shinda to kick off. Nice little solid boot. And it's Ofodole with it. He has room. He picks it up on the 15, turns to the left and runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So Rockbridge will have ball control here, 1st and 10.
You know, it looks to me like some of these guys on Rockbridge are running like they're wearing hazmat suits now, JP. It's like they don't have too much giddy up in their step. Even a Ofodole there, I'm like, well.
See if Tweehouse can find some more luck on the passing game as the previous drive. Tweehouse drops back, airs it out. Intended for Ofodole, broken up by Winton Woods. Looks like that was number 29 on that stop, 29 being Janon Trimble.
You know, with all due respect to Coach Ofodole, I'd find other ways to get his son the ball there, you know, jet sweep, something in the round, because our defenders are stepping in front every pass he throws them.
Tweehouse drops back, airs it out. Almost a one-handed catch by number 9, Hayden Johnson, on the coverage. A pair of Warriors, not the least of which number 21, Devon Booker.
Well, that was a good try by Mr. Johnson on that play. You got to give him credit for the attempt. Bruins fortunate that one of those two Warrior defenders wasn't able to come up with that pick.
Good athleticism shown by Hayden Johnson. Definitely staying with fight, this Rockbridge team. You don't come all this way to resign yourself in the 4th quarter. Logan Tweehouse takes the snap, under pressure, and he is taken down for a loss in the backfield. Let's give that one to number 11, David Sparks.
David Sparks in there on that sack. They really come after him hard that time.
Looked like also number 81, Alex Parker on there, coach's son.
On the sack.
So clock ticks to 10:50 left in this furious contest.
10:50
Tony,
left.
I heard Tony in the truck say Titanic struggle. He was trying to complete my sentence. I intentionally threw him off.
Yeah, because you know this is a volcanic struggle.
Yes.
But I know you like Marty over there in Anderson. Did that hit somebody?
I think it might have. Didn't go as far as some earlier punts.
Okay, so
Whitwoods will take over 1st and 10 with a short field, as Jacob mentioned. Once again, you're watching OHSAA Week 7 football. This interstate matchup between the Rockbridge Bruins out of Columbia, Missouri, that wonderful little college town, home of the Mizzou Tigers, who lost to Georgia 22-0, I think I heard was the final score during halftime announcements here.
Well, I don't know. I heard that Georgia was beating them. You know, it looks like NCAA violations and infractions are rearing their ugly head again this season.
Once again, I want to mention that Alex Ofodole, the coach's son, star senior wide receiver for, as we have flags on this play. Delay a game. Or illegal substitution, excuse me.
So this is what the Warriors need to get back on a good foot, considering next week what they're doing. Going to the Pit next week?
Yes, sir. Pit next week. After that, big game against LaSalle. And the season finale, regular season finale, that is, against Bishop Watterson. Give is to number 12, Jalen Lumpkin. Pick up maybe a yard on that. Actually, a loss of a yard is the mark, what it looks like. Again, I mentioned again, Alex Ofodole, wide receiver for Rockbridge, committed to Oregon. Not decided on what he's going to major in. Football is the preliminary major. Winton Woods, 6 D1 recruits, 3 already committed. The bookends of the O-line, George Brown to Florida, Noah Listerman to Michigan State. And just in the last few days, finding out that number 9, I believe that, or no, number 8, David Long, committing to West Virginia. Pickup of a yard or 2 on that carry for Winton Woods. Number 23 on that, Lorenzo Gist.
West Virginia, that's not too far down the street from your alma mater, OU.
Yes, sir.
So have you gone to homecoming with OU lately, JP?
That was today. I was busy getting ready to do this game.
Oh.
Yeah, one of our volunteers ditched us to do a paid production of that game, so.
Well, when you said paid, you said the 4-letter word.
Yes. It's all volunteer, but we have a heck of a time.
Oh, yeah.
A high snap. Steele elects to keep it. Airs it out. Intended for Lionel McConnell, but caught out of bounds. Incomplete.
Good defensive coverage. Number 15, Trey Smith, steered him toward the sideline so he could use the sideline to help him defend that. And
in the air. Yep. Incomplete indeed.
4th and 12.
David Long coming out to punt. Alex Afodele back deep to receive.
So we can't have no back-breaking return by Mr. Fodele on this. I don't see why.
Long gets the punt away.
Line drive
Takes
kick.
a hop. Fodele picks it up at the 10-yard line. Turns to the right. He gets a block he needs, but brought down by number 24, Keon Dangerfield.
On that play, JP, it kind of looked like some of his players were spectating as if to say, wonder what he's going to do now. Even if I don't throw this block, he's going to do something spectacular. And you got to throw the block too, mister. Yeah.
8:41 left. Rockbridge put the ball 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Full credit where it's due to Rockbridge, playing their hearts out right up to the end.
Winwood's cheerleaders getting into it now. Even got the coach of the cheerleaders standing in the line with him.
Give goes nowhere. Ball is loose.
Out.
Looks like Rockbridge on the recovery. Looks like number 10 for Rockbridge, Matt Troyer. Or no, excuse me, it can't be. Troyer is out with an ACL injury.
It's like
31
Parker
was,
forced that fumble.
David O'Rourke.
Stripped it out of there. Alex Parker and David Long together on that. See the Warriors cheering staff, including their instructor, is doing the electric slide boogaloo down Broadway over there on the sideline. Definitely enjoying. Got the band in it with them.
So, Treehouse showing a pass. Keeps
Pumps.
it, thinks better, but he will be taken down for a loss. Sacked by number 11 for Winton Woods, David Sparks.
7:40 left to go in the affair, JP.
Clock continues to run.
Again, though, I can't say enough. I'm grateful for the Bruins, Rockbridge, to come in here and be the competition for the Warriors. Hopefully they have a nice, safe ride on their side back to the show me.
Yep. In the end zone area, just coming back out is number 12, Logan Tweehouse. Dangerous territory there, close to a safety. Someone had a hand on him when he was still in the end zone. So 4th and forever for Rockbridge, 4th and 20 with 6:40 and counting remaining in this contest. Tweehouse back to punt.
Nice snap.
Good clean punt is off.
Takes a get away from it.
Bruins bounce, rolls all the way to midfield. It'll roll to a stop and be picked up right at midfield. So Winton Woods will take over 1st and 10 at midfield with 6:17 left. 2 timeouts left for each team. 21-point lead for Winton Woods. And if you're Winton Woods, what do you do?
What you do is, 41-20, 6:17 left to go. Keep the hammer down, and then off to the pit. Off to the pit, but again, I give them credit. They overcame some questionable penalties, kept their head in it, and even managed to get this guy thrown out of the game on Rockbridge for fisticuffs.
Jalen Lumpkin picks up a couple yards, brings up 2nd and about 9. All spotted on the 49-yard line, it seems. 5:48 and counting left. Winwood's taking their time here.
So you say we're going to be doing a junior high game later on this week. Is that correct?
Possibly. Possibly you and me, depending on what other circumstances transpire. Gave his to Lumpkin. Lumpkin falls forward for a yard.
Well, what other circumstances could transpire that would interfere with you? What, do you got something on the drawing board that you're going to do for the NFL this week, JP, or what here?
It is on a Thursday. You never know.
T and F, huh?
You never know.
Okay.
Waiting for my phone to ring. It hasn't for the last 4 years.
That's what I'm trying to tell JP. We got this young talent we got to scout this coming Thursday.
I think we can take care of that. If you'd like to get involved on Thursday, the 16th, I want to say?
16th, yeah.
Thursday the 16th, we can definitely use your help. Give us a call at 825-2429. Hey, Tony in the truck is paying attention. Impressive for him. At any stage of any game. Some laundry on the field, perhaps, here. Delay a game on, Winton Woods.
You know,
third down.
I pointed out a couple games ago, we need some youth, some fresh young blood to volunteer on these shoots. We got a lot of elderly.
We have fun with these games. We want people to join us. It's more fun with more people.
We got elderly volunteers that's in the position of fading away.
825-2429 is the number. Give us a call at that number. Whitecross.tv/volunteer online. Jalen Lumpkin up the middle, picks up a yard. Actually, no, Shellfield
steal with it. And that ball's loose, and the Bruins pick it up.
I think they bring it.
No, they call it Bruin ball.
No, they're calling it Bruin ball. So.
And the Warriors down, and it looks like steal.
A little slow to get up, a little bit of a limp, maybe.
Yeah, this is where, if you're steal, you got to quit running this ball. It's time for some clean shirts out here for the Warriors.
So Wintonwood's back on defense here with 4.5 left in this contest. House, perhaps back. Where we've seen this before. There's
nice
out.
catch.
Caught, flag in.
On the play.
Caught by number 9, Hayden Johnson. Flag in at the point of reception.
Whatever that is, the way it looks is going to be against Winton Woods.
Here's the replay.
Yep, holding against Winton Woods adds some more to it.
So what he got plus 10 more. 4:28 left. Rockbridge trying to put up 7 more on the board if they can.
Well, JP,
down by 3 scores still.
Here we are doing a game that's not going to be overtime involved.
The truck has just exploded with...
I could get away with saying the word.
Yeah, and that is batted down and almost picked off on the bat by number 21, Devin Booker.
The word defense is still upholding their aggressive nature on these guys.
Looked like that might have been number 81 for Winton Woods.
Alex
on a
Parker.
Tip. Yes, Alex Parker. House again drops back, looks to his left. He is swamped by Winton Woods player. Ball is loose, but he was down. Looks like we've got number 92, which is Rodney Crew, one of the Warriors on the stop.
So
and looks like they do
that
give it
fumble
a fumble.
See that ball? This is where the Warriors are getting happy over here on the sideline. Well, they've been happy. The band, you know, it's too bad more of the 12th man couldn't be here to enjoy this for the Warriors.
It was a 7 o'clock start, a little with the crowd a little late to file in. They may not have been quite aware of the earlier start.
Of course, a lot of them probably wanted to stay home and watch Daniel Cage and the Notre Dame Irish.
It was an early game, though. That should have been done.
Oh, no,
it
started at 3:30.
Yeah. No gain on that play. Clock will run with 3:45. By the time this game was starting off, if Notre Dame won or lost, they would have been singing the alma mater to the crowd before NBC would have wrapped up.
Well, whatever
Gotta
reason,
cover the alma mater singing to the home fans.
don't have to.
They do.
Oh, if that's part of Notre Dame mystique. And
they say.
I'm just now going to learn about Notre Dame since Daniel Cage is going to school there.
3:12 left. Give up the middle. Pick up of about 3 or 4 yards. Carry was number 4, Marcus Davis.
I don't think Rockbridge is going to call timeout. They want to get to Effingham, pick up where they left off at Effingham on the way up here, and hopefully they won't bring anything back with them that they didn't have when they left.
Number 25, Terrence Smith in as quarterback while Sean Steele sits on the sideline. Give.
Wow.
Looks like it was to number 23, Lorenzo Gist.
Looks like, again, not to overwork the point, but the Warrior cheerleaders, they got their pink, whatever they call those things.
Pom-poms?
Pom-pom. Okay, they got those happening. They got their coach helping them do the electric slide. Hopefully they can have this kind of history repeating itself next Friday.
So clock ticks under 2 minutes left. Score still 41-20 in favor of Winton Woods. 4th and 5 on their own 40-yard line. It is a punt formation. Punt is up. The Faudelet pans at it. It'll take a Warrior roll down to the 19-yard line before being picked up. So Rockbridge will have the ball with 1:27 left from their own 19. They would like to finish the game with at least one more score, I'm sure of it.
Well,
but I don't think the scoreline is necessarily representative of how close the game kind of has been. Score could have been bigger if Winton Woods didn't have those 1 or 2 scores called back on those penalties, but still, Rockbridge has been playing them fairly well.
That's right. I mean, you don't travel this far to lay your, hand somebody your head, and they've given a respectable account of themselves. Good demeanor. This one guy, Mr. Williams, over there threw a punch, but, we'll forgive him.
Out of the pocket. Ball thrown away by Tweehouse.
1:19 left to go in the affair. So, JP, what's on your schedule for tomorrow? NFL?
Work early in the morning, then maybe something other than being awake. Tony Suarez on the Bengal holiday. Tony's modus operandi tends to be he supports one losing team, so he's gone with the Bengals for the last 100 years. But they're starting to win, so he may have to change.
Well, I don't want to go by starting to win as anything indicative of success.
Yeah.
The calendar is still October.
Nice little short pass is complete on the left-hand side for Rockbridge. That was complete to number 4, Alex Afodole.
Didn't you have season tickets down there?
Nope.
You don't get that
I
as part
volunteer
of
at
your deal
Waycross. I
with
spend
the
my money on equipment.
equipment. I thought as part of your deal with the Peacock Network, they give you that type of.
All the stats I print out for you every game we do, as
It's
Treehouse
sweet.
drops back to pass, he airs it out. It is through the hands of Hayden Johnson. All those stats I print out for you every week in and week out. Gotta
Man.
pay for. I have a box of 50 reams of paper sitting next to my printer.
Well, if you buy your paper from Hammer Mill Paper, whoops, giving a plug. Well, that's my old hometown. Yeah, that's my old hometown. If you buy your paper from them and tell them, Sky, you know he'll get you.
They'll give me a whole pallet full.
Yeah, they'll send a pallet of paper. Give you some paper you can print $50 bills on.
Under a minute left. Nice little short screen pass is complete from Treehouse to Ofadile, I believe that is.
Don't wait till the end of the game to hack
Actually,
this guy's
yeah,
name.
that was
That's a
Ofadile.
photo lay. Now we're gonna send these films over to.
If Tony doesn't need the DVD, they're going to be listening to this on the ride home. And again, to Rockbridge, I hope you all have a safe ride
Oh, they're gonna
home.
be able to see this on the ride home.
We may hand it over to them.
They ain't gonna want to see that. Let the bus driver see it so he don't fall asleep.
With my dull commentary, he probably will. Treehouse, complete to number 7, Tatum Lingstad. Lingstad steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line, stops the clock with 28 and 6/10 left.
Nice. Man, the guy's gonna have to clean that tackle up. You can't be trying to tackle somebody like that next week, buddy.
Winton Woods has a big battle at the Elder Pit next week.
Peyton Ramsey, you know, he got frisky on him last year and down here.
Treehouse drops back. He's got room. He still passes out, but no one home. 21.8 seconds is where the clock stops. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Rockbridge, this is their second last game of the season. They play a school which to their schedule is CBC. I do not know what that stands for, but it's their last regular season game. Then they go into district tournament time. It is to number 3, Malik Gleason. Gleason turns to the right. He turns back from the left to the right. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards up to the 35-yard line. And that should do us here. Time will expire, and the Winton Woods Warriors
have won the ball game.
Yes, I was waiting for triple zeros. Winton Woods Warriors have won, and if I'm correct from what I've seen in stats, they've beaten all 3 out-of-state teams they have played in their history, however brief it may be. Final thoughts, Jacob?
Final thoughts is, again, congratulations and thanks to the Bruins for coming in, supplying the competition. Have a safe ride back to Missouri, and good luck with the rest of your campaign.
Absolutely. Again, AJ Afodole, the coach for Rockbridge, and also the entire athletic department down there. Thanks for providing me and Jacob all the information we could need for this game. Best of luck to them future seasons. We hope to see them again. They have definitely given Winton Woods a good challenge. We definitely want to see them again. So again, if you'd like to get involved in the activities of Waycross, give us a call at 513-825-2429. Visit us online at waycross.tv/volunteer, at Waycross Info on, or at Waycross on Twitter, at Waycross Info on Facebook. For Butch Colworth, Cal Johnson, Tony Suarez in the truck, Jacob Williams, good fun working with you. Once again, your final score, Winton Woods Warriors 41, Rockbridge Bruins 20. So long, everyone.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.